In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to automate Zoho CRM. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know how to set up a basic workflow rule that can save you time, reduce manual data entry, and keep your follow-ups consistent. Let's start from inside Zoho CRM. First, we need to open the area where all the automation lives. Look toward the top right corner of your screen and click on the setup icon, which looks like a small gear. This opens your main settings page. From here, find and select the automation section, and then click on Workflow Rules. This is where you'll create and manage all the automated processes that run in the background. Once you're on the Workflow Rules page, click on the option to create a new rule. This is usually labeled Create Rule. Think of a workflow rule as a simple, if this happens, then do that instruction for Zoho CRM. Next, Zoho will ask you to select a module. A module is just the part of the system you want to automate, such as leads, contacts, deals, or any other area you work with regularly. Choose the module you want this rule to apply to. Then, give your rule a clear, descriptive name so you can easily recognize it later. For example, you might name it New Lead Welcome Email or Deal Stage Follow-Up Task. Once you've named your rule, click Next to move on. Now it's time to tell Zoho when this rule should run. You'll see options to execute the rule based on a record action or a date and time. Record action means the rule will run when something happens to a record, like when it's created, edited, or a specific field is updated. Date and time means it will run on a schedule or relative to a specific date field, like a renewal date or follow-up date. Choose the option that best matches the process you want to automate. After that, you'll define the condition. This is where you set the criteria that must be met for the rule to trigger. For example, you might say the rule should run only if the lead status is new or if the deal amount is above a certain value. Take a moment to be precise here so the automation only runs when it's truly needed. Once your condition is set, click Next. Now we choose what actually happens when the rule is triggered. You can set up instant actions, which run right away, or scheduled actions, which run at a specific time after the trigger. For the actions themselves, you'll typically choose between a field update, an email notification, or a task. A field update automatically changes a value in the record, such as updating the lead status or assigning an owner. An email notification can send a predefined email to a contact, a user, or a team, which is great for welcome messages or internal alerts. A task creates a to-do item for someone on your team, helping ensure that important follow-ups are not missed. You can mix and match these actions depending on your process. Once you've added all the actions you need and reviewed them, the final step is to save your workflow rule. Click Save, and Zoho CRM will now start running this automation for any records that meet the criteria you defined. That's all there is to setting up a basic workflow rule in Zoho CRM. By carefully choosing your module, trigger, conditions, and actions, you can turn a repetitive manual process into an automatic one that runs reliably in the background.